So now that we understand what bestseller status sort of is and how it's measured, let's take a minute and actually think about why it matters. So you're putting out a book, you're sharing a part of yourself, and a lot of what our authors do and why they come to us specifically is because we talk about how a book helps establish you as a reliable, credible authority, all right? When you think about your book that way, whether it's a lead generation tool, whether you're offering value to your audience, whether you're bringing a story forward that's really part of your heart mission, when your book reaches bestseller status, your credibility of just being a published author skyrockets, okay? And that whole point about being the authority, being the go-to expert in your field, when you can add not just published author is still quite amazing, and a lot of people they'll trip over themselves when they're like, you wrote a book, you published a book, are you really? That's amazing. Best-selling status adds a whole nother dimension to that. It opens up a lot of opportunities for you in your business, in your mission. You'll be asked to speak, you'll be asked to present, doors will be opening to you in a lot more ways than if you've put a book out and it sells 10 copies, okay? We absolutely want to make sure that your book not only is high quality, that it's amazing, that it's getting into the hands of the people who need it, but that once it's there, it picks up and builds momentum so the book accelerates the work that you're already doing, so that the book serves you forward, okay? It takes a lot of energy and effort to write a book and publish a book. Once you're there, I always think of like a rocket blasting off. It uses most of its fuel just to get out into space, but once it's there, it's smooth sailing, okay? When we can make the initial effort of publishing your book and reaching that best-selling status, #1 in a category, #1 on Amazon, or certainly any of the other more prestigious lists, when we get that status, it's with you forever. You will always be a best-selling author. It doesn't expire, it cannot be taken away from you, and you simply, that couple of little words that you add to your bio, you add anytime you are submitting a publishing deal or a speaking opportunity, it will guide people to you and really accelerate your authority. It helps you get more sales, more clients, and just bragging rights if that's important to you. It is the crown jewel. Once you have your book written and published, it is the thing that we all aim for. All right. So we're going to be looking at how to get there. At the beginning of the unit, we looked at what are the metrics. In this section, we just really looked at why it's so important and why we make the added extra effort. And then for the rest of the course, we're really going to be looking at what do you need to do at every single step of the process. What do you need to do in the writing process? What do you need to do in the publishing process? And how do we build a rock star, stellar publishing marketing plan to really position you to have that added and extra authority, okay? That's what the whole next unit's gonna be, and let's hop in.